Greetings and welcome back to yet another episode of the Daily Run, and today we're playing as Maggie, with a bit of a caveat basically, because the Earth has completed one more rotation around the Sun. We are blessed with this daily on 2017, and blessed is maybe not the right word, because basically we can't shoot and we can only use bombs to actually deal damage to enemies. Because there are a lot of enemies in this game which rely on random patterns, and because they can hide, become invincible, you can imagine that this daily is really difficult to pull off. And I'm not blaming you if you just quit immediately when you saw what the premise was, but I think it's a novel concept, because obviously having only 99 bombs, only having to rely on your bombs to actually deal damage, is an interesting idea in the sense, I think in normal daily runs, or maybe just runs in general, we don't really use our bombs that offensively, or at least I don't, maybe not as offensively as I would like. And like I said, that's because there are a lot of enemies which are maybe not as vulnerable to bombs as I would wish. But the fact that we can only use bombs as offensively in this one is like I said, a novel concept. And I am glad that they programmed this into the game, even though it's probably not the best challenge idea. It's not a very competitive idea, because it does require a lot of luck, considering that whoever finds the least dead ends is probably going to rank the best, meaning they don't really have to backtrap and waste more bombs that way. There are a lot of strategies to this daily. You maybe just rush through the rooms, or maybe what you can do is use the bombs as efficiently as possible. I would definitely say that this daily rewards patience, just waiting for the enemies to get into the right spot so you can kill as many of them as possible in one shot. I think those people will do the best, but obviously, like I said, there are a lot of strategies that you can employ here, but I don't really want to talk about that, because talking about a strategy for a daily that only occurs once a year, or even that, in a year we'll have Afterbirth Plus, and with the official expansion coming out, and the content added every month, we don't know what's going to happen in 1 year. Maybe the game won't even look the same for whatever reason. As far as we know, of course, we can't really know what's going to happen, but I don't really want to talk about a daily that will only happen probably once in our lifetime. What I do want to talk about is Afterbirth Plus, because it's coming out in 2 to 3 days, depending on where you leave the time zone and things like that. But January the 3rd is the day of Afterbirth Plus, around 7 CST, or Central European Time, or depends, of course, again, on where you live. Maybe this is not the right estimate for you, but I do plan on actually recording a daily on that one and just uploading it as soon as I can. So basically, as soon as it comes out, I'm gonna be recording it, and you can expect the daily of Afterbirth Plus, so basically the first Afterbirth Plus daily, to come out in about 2 hours or maybe 3 hours after the game will be, or maybe the DLC will be officially released, and I hope we can go from there. I don't usually do that, in the sense that I do value the community a lot. I don't want to upload good runs to my YouTube channel, because someone could go and cheat of it, and I don't really like it. Of course, if someone really wants to cheat, they will find a way to do it. They'll maybe do a practice run, maybe find a seed and play it in advance. But I still do appreciate the community, and I don't want to maybe be a perpetrator of that, if that makes sense. But I will try to avoid it. But because, of course, it is the first day of Afterbirth Plus, it's a day we've all been waiting so long, basically from since when it was announced, which is about a year at this point, which sounds ridiculous, but time flies fast. I will do that on the first day as it comes out, and obviously every day after that as well. The first month you can expect to be a bit crazy until people maybe get adjusted and learn just what makes the game tick, and obviously all the new items, we don't really know what they'll do. In dailies, there's one benefit, that basically every item will already be unlocked, meaning that you don't really have to go through the game and beat it multiple times to experience all the new items. So that maybe that's one benefit of the daily runs. If you're really impatient and you don't want to unlock everything, you can just play daily runs, and you'll see a new item. Obviously you won't have it unlocked, but at least you'll try and experience it and see how it works, and maybe that will give you some novel ideas. Of course, if you don't play dailies in general, I would urge you to play at least for the first week or so of Afterbirth Plus, because I think that is when the daily leaderboards are maybe in the most chaotic state. Obviously, it's much harder to get first place because more people are playing, meaning there's a lot more variance, and some people can get a much higher score. But still, it's nice to see just how well you compare to others in a brand new environment, so to say, and I'm really looking forward to that. Obviously, I'll also be making some modding tutorials, and it all depends on really how well the documentation will be, the developers will provide to us. If it'll be good and extensive, obviously there's no point in making yet another tutorial for something that they will cover. And I can just go straight to how to make actual mods, and hopefully I have some nice ideas with that. Obviously, there's a lot of people wanting to create mods, and some people don't have the programming knowledge, some people don't have the art knowledge, like myself, but we'll make do with what we have, and I hope that Afterbirth Plus will bring a lot of opportunities to us, and the fact that it's basically in our hands from now on, and everyone can really tailor the game to how they want to play it. I think that'll be a nice sight to see. It's definitely a good day or a good week to be an Isaac player when you know that such a DLC will actually come out. Obviously our score on this daily run wasn't that good because we did manage to die quite early. I did employ the strategy of just trying to go as fast as possible, maybe a bit too late since I did use like 25 bombs in the first floor before even realizing that this might be a good strategy. So I just tried to rush through it, and it didn't really work out, sometimes it will work out, sometimes it doesn't, but because this was a brand new challenge, something I've never played before, I thought that might be a good idea, but it turned out maybe it's not the best one, because the exploration bonus isn't that high. It would have been so much better for me to just maybe kill the rooms and try to get more consumables that way. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this one. I can't wait to see you on the January the 3rd, and I hope to see you next time.